don't know what happened to my video. I was just talking to you all about Saturday clothes, Sunday clothes. It doesn't say anything about a time limit up here because I take everything off. Man, the enemy is busy. But you know what? This is the first day of retrograde. So you got 2 minutes on that one, and hopefully we get the rest of it done. Anyway, I was talking about Saturday clothes, Sunday clothes, and school clothes. So these people had on Saturday clothes, Wayne. They looked so nice. What I liked was older. That was his queen. That was her king. They were holding hands. Don't you like to see a certain age group holding hands? And he was, whatever she was, it reminded me of my stepfather with my mother. They didn't hold hands, but whatever she wanted to buy, he was just like, what, how much, just what, whatever. Don't you just like that? I mean, I don't know. I just like that. That doesn't make sense to some people, but it makes sense to me. I just came up that way. So they were shopping, and he just was, I watched him. We were in the store. So seemingly wherever I went, well, where I was looking at stuff, I didn't need anything. Trust me. Didn't buy anything either. But I was just looking. And so, and she was looking. He was standing and wait. And then whatever it was, whatever she got, he reached in his pocket and got it. I guess, do I long for days like that? Would I have that? I had days like that, so I know it exists. I did, and I saw it with my stepfather and my mother. She would just select it, go somewhere, and he would come and pay for it. But it was just nice to see them, the Hicksons. So I think I was in, I don't know what city I was in, because I had a couple cities, 3 cities maybe. But I think I'm gonna go with Columbus, Georgia. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that's what mall I was in. So what I want to talk to you about today, briefly, I've had a series going, and this time I'm on 8 situations in life where the best thing to do is remain silent. 8 situations in life where the best thing to do is to remain silent. I like silence. I don't know if I always like silence, but I do like silence. Just being still. Because I like that, be still and know that I am God in the Bible. I like that. Be still and know that I'm God. Sometimes I have to say that to myself. I have to just be still and know that He is God and just let it work itself out. Because, life is just, it's a lot goes on. Especially to get to where I am at this point in my life, at this age, at this time. But my spirit is strong. I'm glad for that. And that's what I want for you. I do this show because I want you to have, this, a well-lived life. I do. And I want you to have it in spite of all this going on. I try to tell you things that happened to me, so maybe it won't happen to you, or if it did happen to you, you're going to be all right. But this whole thing about being quiet, I think it's time sometimes when you need to just be silent. One of the things they say in this paper that I was reading is that when your emotions are running high, when you just really want to cuss, you really want to go straight away from the Bible and straight to the alley, straight to the gutter, just when tensions are rising and you can feel the tension rising, just get silent. When emotions are running high, just get silent. Just be quiet, and just and let it calm down some. You need to let things calm down. If people just remember when emotions are high, to get silent. I think because when your emotions are up, your brain goes into overload. Everything about you goes into overload. Your nerves get really up on the end, and you ready to do something, ready to fight, shoot, kill, something, cuss, spit, a whole lot of things. But if you just back it down, and just say, you know what, I'm just gonna get silent. I like silence. I think that I think women do it. I shouldn't say that, but women do it with the. Well, I'm sorry. Partners do it with their partners. I try to be inclusive. Partners do it with their partners. Women do it with the men. I don't know if men do all that. They don't think. Men don't think like that. But if your woman is silent, she's quiet, and she hasn't been quiet, you know you need to check in because something's going on. I get silent on people, really silent. Because one thing I've said, I don't think you need to call or run behind a man. I just can't do that. I can't. So I use that silence that way because men know what they want. If you want me, you know how to come get me. Otherwise, I have a friend, Cornell always says a man grabs a woman out of the herd. He knows exactly who it is. He knows exactly who he wants. He goes into that herd, picks that one up, brings that one out. So a partner does that. Goes to a herd, sees who they want in that herd, get that person to bring them out. The person don't have to say anything. You have to do all that. But this is a different thing. When emotions are running high, you need to be silent. When you're not informed enough, like if you don't know all the answers, don't you hate people that got an answer for every answer? You know they don't know. Especially if they just don't know. You know, but if you don't know, just be quiet. Or just say, I don't know. So I've told my students I didn't know. I didn't know. That's before the internet got really hot. Because now I'll say, well, let's go to Chrome and find out ourselves. Let's find out. It's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. But when you're not informed enough, be straightforward about it and say, I don't know. Just be quiet about it. Let everybody talk about everything. If they got a neuroscience or something going on, Georgia, I'm not getting ready to talk about any neuroscience. Because I don't know anything about neuroscience unless they hit on something that I may have read in New York Times or read somewhere along the way. But other than that, mm-mm. And then when your words are going to harm somebody, like, you know, like I'm not going to say that. You know, I have to, my daughter's a pastor and so is her husband, so I have to, but I'm going to say it like this. The B word has been on my lips and I just swallow it. I just swallow it. When you know because that's harmful. We really shouldn't use that word. But I've been pushed to like, who you, mm-mm. So when your words are going to do harm, don't do that. And now the Buddhists say, let me tell you what the Buddhists say. I have a class, what's that I teach? I teach it, there's an essay that we read anyway about the Buddhists. And it's right speech is one of the fundamental aspects of the Noble Eightfold and the Noble Eightfold path, with Nirvana being the middle, like would be like the middle in heaven and everything is perfect. Is Nirvana. It's not Nirvana is not a rock band only. Nirvana is part of the Buddhist philosophy. But they have something called right speech. It means abstaining from lying, divisive speech, harsh speech, and idle chatter. And Buddhists emphasize the words have power. So the Buddhists, and they say the power to create and destroy. Words have the power to heal and harm. Now the Buddhists may say that, but the Bible also says it. The Bible says life and death is in the tongue. I tell you that all the time. This controls everything else that's going on with you, baby. It really does. When you going to understand that? I guess if I say it long enough, you'll understand it. And so the next one is when you need to listen. Sometimes you need to listen. Sometimes somebody's telling you something. No. And you just say, okay. Maybe I need to hear the whole thing. I need to hear what they're saying. Because it may be, my answer might be in there when I just need to listen. Sometimes you miss your what you need by talking too much. Or talk yourself out of a deal. You go in and you're talking, and the person says, you know, I think I think we should use you. Instead of you saying, well, thank you, you go on and tell them some more information that maybe they were like, well, I didn't know you did that. Well, no, that's not quite what we need. In other words, you need to know when to shut up. That's not what the paper says. That's not what the article says. The article says you need to listen. You need to be mindful and listen. In many situations, the best thing you could do is remain silent, and simply listen. Especially when a friend. And so you may like, oh God, I don't want to hear that story again. But you need to listen to the story. Because you may be the only person that listens to that story. There are some people that tune that person out because they're tired of hearing that story. People get, some people, they tell their story like they got the only story is only happened to them. They got the only thing that's happened to them. Nobody else has had that. But But and so you just have to listen to them till they figure out that I'm not the only one that had this. Then maybe everybody doesn't need to hear my story every day about the same thing over and over and over and over. Maybe I need to stop and think about what I'm saying because I'm keeping that going. And so I'm taking my negative to feel making me feel bad, and I'm putting it on my friend to making her feel bad because I feel badly. I don't know. You have to. So that you need to know when to listen. So yeah, we do listen, but sometimes you need to know when to listen. you know, but we need to know when to listen. So you need to know. You need to just listen sometimes. Just listen. It might be an answer in listening. And so that was four of them. There are eight of them. So I just want to review these four with you. 8 situations in life when the best thing to do is remain silent. I do it all the time. Some people don't know I talk as much as I do because when I'm around them, I just don't talk. I just don't. I'd rather just be quiet. I like people to think they have won. Some people like to always be the one, be all. So as far as some people are concerned, that they think that I think they are all. When I don't think anything, I just like them go ahead. They're all bombastic and verbose for no reason. Just go ahead, be all that. I'm fine with it. I can go stay right on over here and be my myself and listen to all that. So anyway, when emotions are running high, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be still. Be still, be quiet, silent. When you're not informed enough, what you gonna do? Be still, be quiet, be silent. When your words are gonna harm others, have to be real careful about that. And when you need to listen, sometimes you just need to listen. And sometimes, you just need somebody to listen to you. Sometimes you do on the other side of that. Sometimes I need somebody to listen to me. But I don't have many people because you don't know who to trust. People take your information. I didn't know, like I found out some friends with some friends with some friends, and they've had a good time with my information. A ball over the years. I was like, wow. And so it is just best. I don't know how to I don't know how to figure it out. I can't figure out. I can't figure out what to do. So I think this is what I do. I talk to you. And I'm hoping that when I'm speaking to you, that it's something I said that was going to help you. I hope somebody right now in South Africa needs to be silent. Let me do this. You need to be silent. Mm-hmm. You're talking too much. You're talking too much. You're talking too much. And let me tell you another thing about being silent. When you got a dream, shut your mouth. Close your mouth. Keep that dream to yourself. Some people will turn your dreams into a nightmare. They will. Stay on your course. Follow it. Be quiet. Let your accomplishments be your announcements. That's how I do. But I will announce it though. Once it happens, while it's going on, I won't say a word. But when it happens, then I'll say, "Oh, guess what?" You see, and then you'll say, "Oh, you got back to back to back." No, it's not been back to back. That happened. It's been a while, but I told you. But it's been going on. You see, because you can't tell people anything. Once upon a time, you could tell people stuff, but people are so jealous now. So I don't know what is that. Is that since the pandemic, or it was always like that? I don't know. But anyway, kudos to the Hicksons. Kudos to that man and that woman, those partners that don't mind holding hands. Kudos to those people who don't mind showing off. Just look what I have. Look what I'm lucky enough to have fallen into. This wonderful person right here. I am blessed to be with this person. I am blessed to have it. I'm so glad God let me have this person. That was the Hicksons for me to, and that's still my dream. I don't know, as old as I am, I don't know if I get that dream will ever come true. But I'll go out wishing for it anyway. And let me tell you though, I did get something really nice. I won't say who it is, but I want to put this up. This was so nice to get a card like this from a good friend. It was just so nice. It was, and so well written. I mean, I had this part. But just to have, where somebody would write, take time. Nobody has to do anything for you. These kind of things mean something to me. To think that you would think enough of me to buy a card and then fill it out, write it, and to say back it, then write a nice note in it, then put it in the mail, put a stamp on it, and send it to me for some of the accomplishments that God has blessed me with. Because I would not have any of this without Him. I don't want anybody to ever think that I think that I got any of this without the Lord above. No. No, 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 no. I know how I got all of this. All of it are their gifts from God. And speaking of gifts, you like my little array over here? I thought I'd give y'all something else. I got these back here. Those I won't put on at all. I'm not going to put those on. Those are just so, look at them. Especially that one at the top with the Burberry something. Da, 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 da. I just love all my glasses. This one I tried to give away, and the person didn't want them. And because they didn't know how you're supposed to be cute at it, you know. But I think when she sees me like this, she might try to wear them. I'm not sure. I thought she looked cute in them, but you know, I took them back. I said, give them back, and I'll find you something else. And then I put them on. I'm like, I think you're supposed to look over them. I'm pretty sure they're not. Then somebody on TV wear some glasses like this. Wasn't it Dwayne Wayne? No, some show. What was that popular show? I don't know. Anyway, I love you. That's the one good thing. And I hate you have to do 2 shows. I don't know why the other one didn't work. I have no idea. But I love you. And South Africa, shut your mouth, okay? You're talking too much. Get it done first before you start telling everybody. You know, you're talking too much. It's not going to work like that. That is not going to work. That's all I'm saying. All right, 8 situations in life where the best thing is to be silent. But it's one thing I can't be quiet about. You know what it is. That I love you, love you, love you. And you can't do anything about it.